Hey, what's up, guys? Max here, and we're going to be talking about a feature that's having to do something with this screen you're looking at here. Now, before we start discussing this can be literally all fake. We have no source whether these sources of information are actually really reliable. I try to do some digging, and you'll see here, I'll be sharing with you guys some images that I try to do some digging to see if it's a reliable source or to see if it's true. Again, this is all leaked information, so if you don't like to see information that's leaked, and especially information that might not even be true, but it's fun to cover because it's fun to think about the possibilities that this might be a feature that gets added to the game in the next couple of weeks, maybe next month, when it comes to the new game update. So it has to do with the arenas. Okay, and here, let's bring it up on the screen right now, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But before we bring up the comments or the leaked information, I wanted to bring up to you the source of this information. The source of this information comes from a Twitter page called MCOC_player920. And if we look at this Infinity Crystal, which we all know that hit the game on April 1st for April Fools, where we had to open this crystal and it just opened and opened and opened and opened. But if you got really good RNG, you possibly, and everybody got the Pride and Accomplish title towards the end of this crystal. But if we look at the date that this was posted, he posted this information back in March 14th of 2023. The crystal was released on April 1st, which was an April Fool's crystal. And so this kind of like, I try to look into his page to see what other sources or other items he might have leaked that maybe came to be true. So this is kind of one most recent, this month that I found to have leaked by this page. So the other and big information is the tier 7 basic and class catalyst he's talking about here. But we're going to discuss those here in a second. The first, let's talk about Express Arena, a function for holders of the Summoner Sigil, allows to auto completion of multiple arena tabs. We don't really know much when it comes to that description. We can assume a lot of things that, hey, maybe it's like an autoplay of like questing. You load some champions, they fight on their own. Maybe it's like a feature where you just get into the arena and your champions get loaded automatically and they fight on their own. That would be amazing. But who knows what this auto completion of multiple arena tabs means. But I've already kind of seen a couple of comments. A lot of people are assuming kind of the same thing, that it kind of just champions are just completely auto fighting on their own. We already have that feature built into the questing, which is lovely for just auto completing. It was used for auto like farming revives for a lot of weeks, months ago, until that got kind of nerfed. So now we're looking at possibly auto grinding units. That would be really interesting. I'll share my thoughts here towards the end on why I find this to be an interesting thing that gets added to the game. Now, if we go to to Reddit, this post already made it to Reddit. And in there's a bunch of people commenting. But I found one comment to be interesting, a Kabam0 account. Before we jump and start saying it's confirmed by Kabam, before you decide to say that, let's read this, and then we're going to look at the history of this account, because as you can see, it was just created April 10th, just a few days ago. Not that many posts, okay? But let's take a look at what that possibly fake account says. Since the cat is out of the bag, Arena Express mode will make the arena faster, but it's not an auto complete or auto fight feature. More details coming in the release notes this coming Friday. Okay. Again, if we look at the history of this account doesn't have that many posts. Literally 15 days ago was the beginning of the posting of this account. So whether this is actually somebody at Kabam's headquarters, Kabam0, I don't know. I'm trying to give you as much information as I possibly can from what I've dug up from all the sources for you to make your own judgment on this, and for us to have fun with the idea if this is an auto completion feature that gets added into the arena. I would love to just really dive deep when it comes to like how we can implement this to get more units, or even possibly get a 5-star feature champion out of this, or a 6-star feature champion if you're very aggressive with it. But let me know in the comments, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Whether you feel like this is a feature that's too good to be true, auto fighting, where instead of you select your champions, they automatically pick who they're going to fight, like all class disadvantage in this case. Do you like that? Do you like the idea that it has to be only for sigil owners, or do you hate that? This might be a thing that might take away from people outsourcing to other players to play the arenas for them. They might just be able to play them themselves. Or it might be a good source to get more units if you don't like to play the arenas, but it might be a good idea to now look into the sigil, as it gives you more benefits, because now you just consider adding milestones and units to your stash for just the sigil cost. There's a lot of different angles and approaches and views we can look into this, but until now we can just kind of flirt with the idea of auto fighting in the arenas, because we have no idea whether this is a true feature that's being leaked, and whether the sources and owners of these accounts that are posting regarding this feature are actually true. Like I said, I try to give you as much information that I possibly was able to find. But you let me know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. One of the things I just realized we did not even cover was the whole tier 7 basic and class catalyst information. Okay, so really quick, so we don't expand on this, because again, this might all be fake information. But again, we're just going to forward with the idea that it's true. I keep saying that, but that to me lets me believe that they're going to be kind of giving us very, very, very little fragments or options, or getting us ready to rank 3 those 7 stars. Now you might feel like that's kind of like an expedited feature, but if I don't want to let too much information out, because this is all fake, and I don't want to kind of say too much on that tier 7 basic class catalyst. But if you look at that MCOC player Twitter account, somewhere deeper in his tweet, he kind of lets to believe that there is a possibility that 7 stars have a bit of a higher rank. Whether that's true or not, whatever's. But that's interesting, because if they do kind of give us an expedite of rank 3s, that is going to change a lot when it comes to our 6 stars, because that means everybody's going to be chasing that 7-star rank 3, not the rank 1 or rank 2, but the rank 3. And a lot of people just kind of consumed a lot of resources in the ranking 5 of their 5 stars, 6 stars. So that is going to make things interesting for those that were patient and waited when it comes to 7 stars. But we're going to see all this again come about to be information to be true or not in the next couple of days here. We're just not too far away. I mean, the making of this video is the 25th of April, so we're not far away on this. But again, guys, let me know what you think on this. This is all very interesting items to discuss. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.